Hello everyone, we are welcome to this health session, and in this video we are going to be talking about what to eat and not what to eat when pregnant. When you are pregnant, there are usually plenty of people in your life that are ready to give you some dietary advice. It is common sometimes to be filled with bad advice and inaccurate information. Some old wife tales and other person's experience, but you just want information that are more trustworthy about pregnancy nutrition. So how do you know what to eat and not what to eat when you are pregnant? So this is what we are going to look at in this video. Remember that when you are pregnant, your diet does not normally change in the first trimester. Necessarily, you should stay healthy or consume the same numbers of calories that you do normally consume. So you still should make it a priority to eat from this main group of foods like vegetables, fruits, whole grain, protein, and as well as dairy products. So as long as you are eating a well-balanced diet from all these food groups, you are likely getting all the nutrients that you need to support your first trimester of pregnancy as well. So what are those foods you need to pick when you are pregnant or you are in the first trimester, which is 0 to 12 weeks pregnancy? For your first trimester, the number of calories that you need every day actually does not increase. You may be officially sometimes eating for two, which is you and your growing baby, but your developing baby does not need any calorie for your health in this your first trimester. So during this first trimester, it is sometimes actually be a kind of little tougher for women, especially those that normally experience the early pregnancy symptoms, normally known as morning sickness. So sometimes it becomes very tougher for you to normally consume the food or eat the way you normally eat or all those calories that you typically do. That is because this first trimester is when most women or most pregnant women experience some nausea and vomiting, and sometimes they also have some aversion to certain food and smell, which normally make them not to eat much as they ought to. So you want to try to follow a healthy balanced diet high in vegetable and fruits. You need to increase your protein intake, especially in lean protein and carbohydrate, and also make sure you are eating from whole grain food. So this kind of diet is very, very ideal for everyone, not only for pregnant women. It's ideal for everyone because it ensures that your body is getting enough of the nutrient which is needed for optimal health and that of your developing baby. So receiving this proper vitamins and minerals that are very essential for your body development. So why it would be a good idea to try to eat nutritionally balanced and healthy diet. It might not also be possible for some people. So do your best when you are in your first trimester. Make sure that you are eating enough of vegetables, enough of fruits, whole grain, and as well as dairy products. So sometimes your doctor might also recommend that you should eat a little bit more than you often. And why you will sometimes think that if I eat less often, I will not get as sick. But if you eat more often, you actually can also save up some of those extreme nausea and vomiting or morning sickness, which you are experiencing. Because the more of this nutrient that you take, the more they help to reduce those morning sickness that you experience, and also low craving for food. So sometimes during this your first trimester, you also need plenty of calcium, and calcium is normally gotten from dairy products. So some women do not normally like milk, or some people might be lactose intolerant, or maybe they don't just like it. So if you are someone that doesn't like consuming milk, you can also get this calcium from dark leafy vegetables. As well, you can also get it from seeds like sesame seeds, chia seed, as well as some nut like a mud nut. You can also get it even from this what do you call it, tiger nut. You can also get it from it. So red meat and as well as these dark leafy vegetables, they are a great source of food that are needed for pregnancy. So make sure you are getting, because this calcium, your baby need it for a healthy bones, healthy teeth development, and as well. So beginning with the second trimester, you also need to increase your dairy intake. This is when your dairy intake begin to increase, because at this time you will be in your 13 to 26 weeks. So your developing baby also needs to gain more of calories to grow. And so, as much as you can, make sure you are increasing your calorie intake in this your second trimester. And the amount of calorie you need in this trimester is about 350 extra calories per day. And during the third trimester, which is about 36 weeks plus above, you will begin to increase your calories intake to about 450 per day above your normal calories. So of course, we want you to know that you need to fill those extra calories with extra nutrient dense food. Not just eating, but eat food that are nutrient dense, so that it will help you to gain more of the nutrients. What are those things that you need? You need things like neem protein. Neem protein got it from chicken breast, turkey, as well as from nuts, from seed. And also, you also need whole grain and things that are also going to give you a lot of extra vitamins and minerals to support a healthy pregnancy. So, sometimes when women are pregnant, this, like as I said earlier, they begin to tell them some story, begin to bring fears and say, you need to avoid this food, you need to avoid eating this, that there are some facts that when consuming some food or eating food, some certain food during pregnancy, like food like dates, pineapple, unripe papaya, for example. So that when you eat or consume this food, they can induce labor. But these facts normally drive expecting mothers to begin to avoid this food early in their pregnancy, to avoid going into labor before their baby develop. But then they will begin to often eat this food later in their late pregnancy in order to induce labor. This is the funny thing. Unfortunately, there is no solid evidence that any food can induce labor for all people, because every woman body are different. And if a woman consumes a certain food and the food causes her to induce labor, doesn't mean that it's going to be like that for everyone. So when you research it, there will be no solid evidence. And during this research, you would find out that some of those evidence that a food did for one person might be under some certain condition, but unless you are able to prove it, that it does reoccurring on daily basis or repetitively So in research, we cannot really give that recommendation that one certain food or this food cause or induce labor. So that is one way or the other. So getting to the other side, which is seafood. Is seafood okay for pregnant women to consume? When it comes to seafood like fishes, the idea that you cannot eat seafood during pregnancy is also a common traditional fact. Fish is a great source of lean protein that we are talking about, and it's also a great source of omega-3 fatty acid, which is also necessary for your baby development. It's also very good to support a healthy pregnancy because it contains healthy fat, and that is also great for your baby brain as well. So while pregnant, you are encouraged to eat about 2 or 3 portion of fish per week, which is about 8 to 12 ounces of this fish. So if you do not like eating fish, you can try to take a fish or a supplement instead. So what is extra important is when you are pregnant, making sure that you avoid seafood with high level mercury. Seafood that are high in mercury should be avoided because this is bad for you and your baby. Example of canned light tuna, catfish, as well as salmon and tilapia. All these are among the fish which are typically low in mercury level and making them a great source for you while you are pregnant. So larger fish that are very high in mercury, like all these swordfish, what do you call this, shark, all these, they are high in mercury, and this can harm your pregnancy. So you need to avoid fish that are high in mercury. So how do we look at this? So we are now going to look at some of those food which you should avoid while you are pregnant, and we are going to look at this in my next video. And while we are also on this series, I will also take time to also post on the examples of food which you need to take. I will break them down with examples so that you will know those food that you can consume when you are pregnant. So thank you everyone for joining this session, and do not forget to follow this series. And if you have any question, please do wait to drop it on the comment section of this video, and I will get to you. So have a nice day and see you in my next video. Bye.